Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Everybody, welcome. Rosa Psychic Investigator. So, guys, I'm doing the second video. Huh? It's been a while, but I'm glad. I'm really happy, honestly, that I get to talk to you guys because I was like, as you know, there's a lot going on right here with my parents and such. And I am distracted a lot of the time, and I have all these other things now that I'm responsible for. But but like when there's all of this stuff happening, plus the news, right? Is sometimes it's challenging. But I realize like we're all going through it. You know what I mean? Like it's just so hard. And I just made the video about Biden, and it is terrible, right? He does not deserve this. And I think, but talking to you guys, honestly, I feel better. I feel like we're in it together, and it's just part of what we're all experiencing, right? So so that's that. Now, having said it, said it about the great, wonderful times that we're living through. This news is it's almost like I wouldn't say it's funny. No, it's not. It's grotesque, but it's just sometimes lighter. I can at least laugh. It's nice to do this stuff like this because it's has this lighter, almost soap opera like aspect to it. So wait, did I remove? Oh, that's right. I remove ring. I remove ring. I have more ring here. And I have to tell you guys, who knows? Let's see. Let's pray. I think so I have a ticket to go back to the US. It's not going to be for, I have to keep going back and forth, which is fantastic if I can. I never thought I was going to stay here as long as I have, but I have a lot to do in New York, like in terms of, paperwork and all kinds of things. But my dream is to be able to go back and forth. Okay. And I hope, God willing. And this is also, gives me more excitement about everything because I mean, I like being here. There's a lot of positive things about being here, but I miss New York a lot, a whole lot. And I hope that honestly, guys, thank God okay, there is a new mayor, right? I have to remember that. But I hope to live to experience, and I think I will, so you will, the US without, right? The person that we know about. Because that's like I want the excitement back. I miss like the US has so many good things. It's very sad what's going on, and God willing, we shall overcome this. Okay, here, boom. So, but let's talk about today's subject, which is that Katie Miller the wife of Stephen Miller had an affair with Eric Swalwell. It's just so weird. I mean, Eric Swalwell, I have to say, I've always thought he's really good looking. But really, Katie Miller, and she's always been, I mean, to be fair to her, she's always been conservative. Honestly, I could never be with anybody conservative, even if it's like a fling or something like that. Like, I guess, Eric Swalwell, whatever. I'm just like, honestly, is there somebody left that is like, I don't know, half decent? But it's just so weird. It's just so bizarre. Just bizarre. That's the word. But let's look into it. So, guys, this is one of the strangest piece of news that I don't know what, like, it's unreal, kind of. So the news is that Katie Miller, the wife of Stephen Miller, had an affair with Eric Swalwell. So, and this is from People magazine. I mean, it's online, but if it's on People magazine, it's like super mainstream, right? So, disgraced ex-representative Eric Swalwell had fling with Stephen Miller's wife, Katie, when she was a 22-year-old intern. Report reveals Swalwell's political career came to an abrupt end this year when multiple women accused him of sexual harassment and assault, which he denies. A new report unearthed that former Rep. Eric Swalwell and a conservative political advisor, Katie Miller, had a fling while she was 22 on Capitol Hill. She's now married to Stephen Miller. Swalwell resigned from Congress earlier this year after he was accused of sexual harassment and assault by multiple women. Capital blog here, sources. Let's see if I can make this bigger here. The Capitol blog sources say news released a new report on Thursday, August 6th, that has called attention to a surprising previous relationship between Swalwell, a 45-year-old Democrat tanked by sexual abuse accusations, and Katie, the 34-year-old former advisor to the Department of Government Efficiency turned conservative podcast host. The fling occurred well before Katie married Stephen Miller, blah, blah, blah. A source close to Katie tells people she was exactly the type of woman that Eric Swalwell was accustomed to targeting during their relationship. Katie was 22 at the time and a congressional intern, exactly the type of woman that Eric Swalwell. That's right. Wait, it's repeating. Katie seemingly confirmed the report herself, writing on X, I was an intern working on Capitol Hill. She was a staffer and aide to Mike Pence. So that's just, I don't know. So, but let's look into it. It's interesting. Okay. It's very interesting because there are a lot of, like she's been with supposedly Bannon, uh, Elon Musk, and now she's married to Stephen Miller. It's very strange. Okay. So now let's look into it. Okay. So did I do put I have a cards here because it'll be fun. It's always just like fun to just talk about this. So tell me what's going on. Like, I like to ask for protection. A beautiful air blade coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I fill my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that it create the good and only the good, and so it is. Okay. So what the hell is that? And then it's an excuse for us to ask about them, those people, right? I mean, so okay, so tell me what's going on. What's that story? Yes, it's saying, and it shows me her really young, and she was very ambitious. And I mean, sometimes the word is used negatively against women. I'm not faulting her for that. Oh no, of course not. Um, it's just like I see her like wanting to do whatever it took to get ahead, right? And I don't mean, again, it's not like slut shaming or anything like that. It's just, that was like she's almost like a man, you know what I mean? Like how men are like kind of ruthless in a way, and that's but I see that it's like that's how she always was. So and so and so that was that. And she knew, I mean, like I said before, I think Eric Swalwell is really good looking, right? And she was willing to, like, she was very flirtatious. And I see that she was almost like there was like a business for her. And so it happened. And she was happy about it. And then she would, yeah, it's like she was like willing to do whatever it took to get what she wanted. Okay. And that was sort of like, I mean, like I said, I think it's very possible that she was attracted to him because he's a really attractive guy, right? And it just happened and nothing more happened. Okay. Other than that, I don't think. So tell me about, let's see. So what is up with her? Yeah, it's like I'm gonna going up, going up. And I see that interesting. Now she got close to Elon Musk, yes. I even see that Elon Musk was like, would you like to have my child? Oh, wait, she's pregnant again, right? I wonder, honestly. Weird. Okay. If, he could have lent the sperm like Elon Musk for the kid, because I see interesting. There's a lot of money involved, right? She basically works for Elon Musk now, doesn't she? Or is that right? Has a podcast, but I see that she's still very angry that she's not as high up as she would like to be. And I feel like it's showing me that she's kind of like tired of Steven, but she knows there's power associated with him, and that being on the Musk gravy train has its limitations, because I see that the tech people don't respect her. Why would, I mean, they don't, they're all great, right? Overall. Just kidding. So okay, so let's see here. What does she know about, what does Katie Miller know about what's going on in the White House? Makes sense. I guess I want to see how they're gonna move forward. So It's interesting. I see this image of her playing like with holding a baby and like playing with her kids, and she and Stephen Miller inside somewhere. And then it shows me like a little mountain, like they think they're going up and up. And then the next image is an airplane that crashes into their house, and they're like, "What?" Suddenly disaster, and everything it's like falls apart very quickly, as if an airplane had crashed. But I don't think it's not really about an airplane. It's saying that when things go down, they will go down quickly. And then I see that it's like there's nothing, like everything is rubble around her. There's not Everything was doing so great, and then suddenly from one second to the next, things have changed. So what are these things that have changed? It's saying like, wow, and then I see the interesting, and I see all these people that are inside the airplane, or the American people are done with this, and it falls apart. Okay, so it's not giving me a lot of detail, right? But well, let's see. I want to see. I'm really curious about the cards, and let's see. I'm sure I'll pick up more information. Okay. Okay. So what's going on with Katie Miller and Stephen Miller? Now that it came out that um, she had an affair with Swalwell when she was 22. Let's see, mature woman. She's not quite there yet. All right. Weird. Okay. Now the mature, it's funny, it makes me think of the woman Susie Wiles, right? Bad health, it means pause, could mean pause. It also could mean SES, right? But let's see here. What's up with that? What's going on with Stephen Miller and Katie Miller? Now that it came out, okay, this is interesting. Desperation upside down now. Hope or hopeless. Let's see. Now, interesting. Does it? I mean, this is a much cuter figure, but it is a sort of a. This is an assistant, okay. And usually, it's like the fake assistant, like a person who's just ingratiating themselves to you, but they are not really good people. All right, let's see. Hmm, okay. Hmm, guilty, changes, fight, aggression. Hmm. Yeah, I'm getting that. As I'm looking at the cards, I see an image of her being very, very, like, kind of mean and talking to people on the phone. Like I see that she's not happy where she is in life. Like she wants more money or more. I feel like she's also been sort of, I wouldn't say she's been shunned by the White House, but she knows that with the current way that the Trump family is going, that she doesn't have like there like the opportunities have been sort of cut off. Okay, so here I'm not talking about the cards yet here, but here we have hope or visions, ideas. Like again, this could even mean her. How do you say it? Her like ambitions or her what she wants to do. Here is a lawyer or a judge. Okay, so okay, all right. So she's determined to change her circumstances. Okay, and there's interesting because there's desperation. Now I wonder, actually, let me ask about the older woman here. Okay, well, emotion. I wonder if it's that, like I said, Susie Wiles. Okay, Queen of Wands. That's it. Like, right? There's a power struggle there. Moving on, wanting to move on, but not. Okay, here again, aggression. Oh wow, be careful what you wish for. All right, upside down. Wow, it has to leave. She's gonna have to, they may have to leave. Okay, so let's see more about okay, here, theft. Interesting. Here, community, the group. Mm, could it be the US? Okay, offer. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, that she wants, okay, the deal. This is it actually could be the marriage, but usually it means some sort of offer of some kind. I do get this feeling that she wants to move, like she wants money now. And I don't think she thinks she has enough, and she's being very aggressive, um and it's not like things are not going for whatever reason according to plan for her. Like it's like her plans have changed a little bit. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry you couldn't see this. I see here, right? Things were not going the way she wanted, but let's see. I feel like she's sort of having this crisis of sorts because she wants the world of Elon, but she doesn't have it, right? So now the next part of the like the not the question, the subject really is what about Stephen Miller in the White House? What is going on with Stephen Miller in the White House? And what's happening to him by the end of 2026, right? Because we're almost September. So there's 3.5 months left or so, like almost, let's say 3 to 4 months left. So what does the 2026 look like for Stephen Miller's power in the White House? And I think tangentially, Katie Miller, right? We started with talking about her, but now let's see what is going on with. Yeah, I think he's there. It shows me Stephen Miller in a position where he's sort of like looking up, like almost like these like lecture halls in college when there's like these giant classrooms, right? Like that. Like he's almost like in standing up so he can observe everything. So that's his position right now. And he's fasting. He has the Trump trusts him. And okay, so then I see Trump. Then I see Trump sliding, like he falls. I don't think it means that a physical fall. It means like he falls, meaning his government doesn't keep, like doesn't go on. And I see then it shows me all these people. Like it shows me that it's like the Republicans basically like running. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Kind of like it's as if there had been a disaster. And then he's like, what, lost? And then, um, then it shows me him and it picture of him being ripped. So it's over for him. And I don't even honestly, it does not show me that because in the past it does not show me that he would stay, even if okay. I think once Trump goes, then the entire thing will likely go. Number one. Number two, I think that even if there was like a possibility of another government with like JD Vance or whoever, I don't think they like him because that's I've been getting this too. That he's a loyalist, he's very loyal to Trump, but the other people that want power don't like him. So it's saying he's close to Bannon, but that's about it. So what is going to happen? Let's see the cards now. So it's just like he's sort of like in shock and at a loss, and kind of like really like, oh my God, oh my God. So let's see. Let's see if the cards have what information. Okay, so what does the rest of 2026 look like for Stephen Miller and his job in the White House, and then as an extension, right? His wife. Oh wow, wait, you know what? I saw. Oh no, no, that's right. It was a different one. I thought it was the Eight of Cups. It's not. So disappointments, something to do with money. Okay, this is can be a spy card or something like that. Okay, pathway. Interesting. This is the card that tends to signify elections. Oh wow, unexpected income. It's also the card that means surprise, unexpected, something unexpected. Doesn't have. It could mean also because it's interesting. Pentacles can mean votes, right? It's not just oh no, prison. Oh no, imprisonment for him. Settled very nice. It looks great for him. Very sad to hear this for him. So election unexpected and imprisonment. Really? Oh no, here is now this is a card of information. So it's the lettered man or the scholar, but it really just means information. Okay, in this context, so here he is, a man, and I always want more than one card for this. Right here is interesting. The wife, right? That's right. That's him. That's a Katie in this context. Okay, here letter information. So there's information for him. I remember I say letter, letter, letter. So here, okay, what is it? Desperation. False person. That's right. He's done a lot of shady things. Like they all have. Wow, this is courts. So courts and prison. Okay, so what is? Oh, that's right, the Lenormand. So Blockage or something that has taken a long time or far away, lady. Tower, that's actually, it could be the law. This also could mean government, but interesting. Yeah. Okay, and I'm getting the message here saying that he is a false person. He's part of this government, this fake government, and all these awful things they're doing. So when it goes, so does he. So let me ask another question just because it's coming up here. How likely is it that Trump is going to go? Does it make sense, guys? Something like that. Since it's kind of showing me. Okay, let's see. Let's see. How is the midterm election going to impact Stephen Miller? Justice, deal, collecting money. Okay. Change. Oh, really? There's a change? I hope so. Okay. Oh, thief. That's right. Now, thief could mean thief of elections, or thief doesn't have to be literal. Courtship could also mean a meeting. Okay. Change meetings about his. Okay. So star could mean, right? Starlink. Let's see, actually. Clouds. It really could be clouds as in cloud computing and online. Now, there's a deal here. Essentially, guys, I don't want to, it's not so scary or anything, but a deal to steal. There is a deal to steal. Courthouse again, the courts, right? Oh, interesting. I was not meant to pull out from here, but I did. So let's see here. Snake. That's right. Spy. All right. So the question is, how is the election going to impact Stephen Miller? The result of the election, right? Oh no, ending death card for him, huh? Oh, ill, he's sick. Businessman upside down. Now I wondered, does it mean that Elon could be going down? What is missing now? I have 1, 2, 3. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Down, down, down. Okay, the German ones here. Here's a deal of some kind. Again, a meeting. This could actually mean SES child. Interesting. Oh, could be the marriage, right? The child. And what about the child? Work, private, woman. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm getting actually that Katie has a lot on the line with this thing, and she is not. How do you say it? Like she is. I see her freaking out. Okay, so interesting, right? That it's like she's like screaming. Things did not go the way she wanted. But let me do the visions for that on a separate thing. Okay, just one sec. So now the question is, what does the rest of like the 2026 look like after the election? In other words, how will the election impact Stephen Miller? And Katie Miller, right? Because I saw and also what is his role in the election? How is the result of the election? I see that he is holding a map, that he's aware there's all the plans, and they have like a hearing. They know when you have people who are like security guards and they have the thing in the ear. So they have these things. And they have little flags. They seem to be celebrating. Wow, he's holding a Russian flag, as Stephen Miller is. And then it's saying things change. Things happen that he's not predicting. And where will he be at the very end of the year? Like December 30th, just quickly here. What does I see just disappointed. So, and then guys, I always have this question, like, because what would prevent them from cheating? Because if they have, it seems like all the cards, right? It seems like, right? Technically, it seems like no, they are not stopped. Nothing happens. So what would stop them? It just shows me the military. And it's saying they're also very unpopular and they can't change the votes on all the precincts. It's saying like they're just not really that popular with voters. And there's a lot of research, right? And there's numbers and there's all that basically the Trump administration is turning their own voters against Trump. So the results are they're not complete. Like they can't turn it because it's saying like Trump is not really popular, right? We do think he stole the election, of course. And something, okay, let me ask here. So what will prevent Trump from stealing the election? Like in other words, I'm getting here that Stephen Miller is very upset and all these things happen, but what will happen to stop just what he's done in the 2024 from happening in the midterms? Oh, coffin. I'm just pulling the cards here. I don't want to go to the table because the thing wobbles. Recognition of ending. Okay, here is heart. Now, heart could be SEX. Okay, let's see here. Messenger. Okay, here. Okay, wrong focus. The focus didn't work. So, okay, wow. Okay, so then let's see more. Where will Stephen Miller be on December 30th? Like, I mean, what will his life be like on December 30th? Will he be in power? September 30th, 2026. Journey. Oh, something foreign. This is prison. Okay. Foreign prison? Is it going to prison somewhere else? Oh, wow. Heartbreak. Really? Oh, no. Secret. Okay. Young woman. This could also mean that maybe the EPS stuff will impact the election somehow. Mm. He shows me again this image of the airplane, meaning like that the American people show up and change things. I mean, guys, like I said, today is just such a weird day. It's just very sad with all the news. And it tells me you have to keep seeing the things and you have to talk about it. And it's saying, Rosa, keep talking about it. Don't let it, because it's saying if you don't look into it, if you don't talk about it, then as terrible as it is, it's almost like it strengthens their thing in a way. Does that make sense? So it's okay to talk about it and continue because there is strength in numbers, there's strength in community. So, okay, so that's about that. All right. Interesting. All right. Okay, so thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.